Hey, welcome back. So let's get into the 10 do's and don'ts of couch flipping. I got 5 do's that I'm gonna start off with, then finish off with 5 don'ts. And stick around for the don'ts because I'll be saving you some heartache, some pain that I experienced on my journey of 18 months plus full-time flipping. So let's get into the 5 do's. Let's go. The first do is gonna be do your research on your market and figure out what you can price your couches for. Everybody's market's different. And I'm in a couple Facebook groups, one of them being my own, the Resale Mafia. And a lot of questions come in of what should I price this in my market? What should I post this for? How much should I buy this for? And that is something you have to discover on your own in your own market. Yes, people can give you their own perspective on their own markets, but ultimately every market's different. And there's a lot of factors that go into pricing, such as staging, such as the type of couch you got, the style, the brand, the condition. So the best way to find out is through trial and error. Just like the OGs like myself had to figure out what things go for, we had to just get couch, put it up, and see what we could get for it. And that's how you learn with time. That's going to be the number one do. Do number two is going to be treat all customers as if they are going to be a returning customer down the road. When you have this as a foundation, as an intention, you treat people a little bit different. You don't treat them like a one-night stand. You don't treat them like a one and done. You sell them a couch and you say hasta la vista. You treat them as if this is somebody I want to have a relationship with, because who knows, they might do business with me down the road. And if you study all the most successful businesses, they have mastered LTV, lifetime value of their customers. For example, you got two types of flippers. You got the hustler who buys a couch, doesn't put any effort into it, just waits for anybody to reply. When they reply, he's like, yeah, I'll drop it off. Yeah. When he gets there, he's just a one and done. He's quick. He's hasty. He just tries to get it to them and gone. And then you got the professional flipper who goes above and beyond, who treats every customer as if he's about to have a 20-year relationship with this person. He answers all questions. He asks about their needs. He even gets to know about their interests, what they do outside of work, what they do for work. He's personable. He's communicative. So that's number two. Do number three kind of goes hand in hand with do number two, which is be a professional. Use the tools to make sure you clean your couches like a professional. Make sure your inventory is quality, that it's up to par. Do your best to eliminate all the flaws to where you have a couch that's nice and that you feel proud of. So that's number three. Do number four is realizing that no opportunity lasts forever. So take advantage of it now. Don't be lazy out here. My first year, I didn't push myself when it came to couch flipping. I think part of it was lack of knowledge, but part of it was lack of work ethic. I didn't do the numbers that I'm doing now because I didn't really keep this in mind that, hey, this might be a short period of time. Even if this short period of time is 10 years, I'm looking at it as, shoot, this might only last in another year. Let me milk it for every dollar I can get. Let me put myself out there and grab all the couches on the market. Let me do what I can to be the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. And with that mentality, you treat things a little different. It's kind of like the Stoics that they always keep in mind that, shoot, I'm gonna die one day. And a lot of people may be afraid with that. But if you get comfortable with the idea of one day I'm gonna pass, you start putting life in the proper perspective of it's limited, it's short, that we have to take advantage of every last bit of time that we have, especially with this opportunity. So that's going to be my number four. Number five do is going to be something that I always talk about, which is make sure you're always getting better in all aspects. For myself, I'm always looking at other couch flippers in my market around the US, in my Facebook group, in other Facebook groups, and seeing what are they doing to get ahead. How are they doing 3K weeks? How are they, some of them even getting up to 4K weeks? How are they doing this? What am I doing that they aren't? Or what are they doing that I'm not? And for a long time, I was comfortable. I thought I had a system that worked. I was like, if it's not broken, why fix it? But in reality, you can always make your system better and always add new things that makes you more efficient, more effective, and make more profits. So that's going to be my number five. Let's go on to the don'ts. Okay, let's get into don't number one. That's going to be don't get discouraged when there's multiple days in a row where there's no good deals on the market. I know for myself earlier on, anytime there was days where there wasn't deals, I would start to have that self-talk of, what's going on? Things are slow right now. Starting to get worried and discouraged. But now I have discovered over time that there's never going to be more than 5 days in a row where a good deal doesn't pop up. You just have to plan accordingly and work with those seasons and cycles. So just know, when there's a bunch of deals hitting the market, that's when you gather up. That's when you become a bear preparing for hibernation, and you just grab everything that you can, put it in your inventory, to where when those dry couple days hit, you already got stuff to work on. So don't get discouraged by that. Don't number 2 is something that I always have to remind myself of still to this day. And it's, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And what I mean by that is, don't start counting your money of your potential profits before you have the money in your hand. And I would do this where I'll like see a couch that I'm about to go pick up, and I'm like, oh yes, this is about to be like a $500 profit. And then I pick it up, and then I take it back to inventory, and I realize, oh shoot, it has this flaw. It's not as comfortable as I thought it was. Oh shoot, it has this rip on the corner. And then I'm like, shoot, this is only gonna be a $200 profit. And I get discouraged. It's anytime we set an expectation for something, especially the money we're about to make on a couch, or have an expectation of, oh, somebody's gonna come see it right now. Like, oh, this is sold. Yes, I'm gonna have $300 for the night. Take my girl out, yeah, and then the person no shows. That's when you get discouraged. If you have the attitude that, hey, I'm gonna count it when I actually have it in my hand, rather than doing it before and getting all excited and giddy about it before it comes in, then you'll save yourself a lot of like annoying feelings. I'll just put it like that. Don't number 3 is, don't feel obligated to buy any couch that you go see in person. And sometimes you'll pull up somewhere to buy a couch and they already have it out in their driveway, or they already have it in the lobby of their apartment, like ready to give it to you. And sometimes you pull up on a couch and it's not as good as you thought it was gonna be. So don't feel obligated to purchase that. And that will save you a lot of headaches, because sometimes I would buy a couch even though I'm like, I really shouldn't pick this up. And I would bring it back to the shop, and just looking at it would piss me off, to where it would just be taking up mental bandwidth, because I knew I shouldn't have picked it up. I should have been smarter than that. And yeah, just don't feel obligated at all. I'll give you one example recently where I pulled up to a place. I got this big 3-piece big boy with a lot of flaws. It was priced well, like $150, but I got 2 pieces into my truck when I realized, like, I don't want this. I made some excuse up of, dude, I'm sorry, but like, I'm gonna have to pass on this. And he was like, oh, no worries, no worries. We ended up unloading it. And in that case, I waited too late. Like, I should have done it before, obviously, but still, I felt so good about being able to say no, even if it was halfway in my truck already. Yeah, that saved me a headache of having just a big boy taking up space in my shop. That's number 3, is don't feel obligated to buy any couch, and make sure to inspect it just so you can, feel confident with your decision to purchase it. Don't number 4, and this is something I get kind of passionate about, man. Do not be the flipper or that guy who posts junk on your page and have the audacity to try to ask for top dollar. And I see this way too often with new flippers on the market, where they put literally 0 effort into bringing their couch back to life. And just know, you're embarrassing yourself, bro. Don't put shit on the market that you wouldn't even have in your house. A friend I talked to today, he said, I always ask myself, is this a couch that I would be happy with in my own home? Would I purchase this? And a lot of the garbage I see out there, people don't ask themselves that question. We all have that one couch that we're not too proud of, but somebody who's constantly posting garbage, bro, go get a job, please. Go do something else. And you want to be proud of what you sell. The last thing you want to do is put your head on your pillow like, is this person gonna message me back because it low-key smelled like piss? Like, you don't want to be that guy, trust me. Just don't do that. That's bad business practices. Sorry, I kind of went on a rant on this one, but let's get into number 5. Number 5 is, at the end of the day, don't blame anybody but yourself if you're not making any sales. And I know this is hard because there is a lot of elements outside of our control that affect whether we can make a sale or not. But I always love taking 100% responsibility, taking extreme ownership, realizing that, hey, we are in control and we can do a lot to make sure our couches sell. And some of them I've already talked about in other videos. that you can go above and beyond to make sure that your couches sell. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys on do's and don'ts. Feels good to be back and make a video for you guys. When I was gone, a lot of people reached out and said, Dante, how's business? How's life? How's everything going? And things are amazing. It's one of the last days of January 2023. We started off strong. This month, we're well over 10K. So let's just stay steady, stay strong. And yeah, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys who watch. Leave a comment and I'll see you guys on the next video. Let's go.